Well, that is a Wukong. That is a lot of mid-game power, if ever you see it, but not necessarily a lot of early game, and I guess in response to the Nocturne, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and that's where my head's at is, hey, you just farm to level 6 alongside the Nocturne and become really strong.
Umbral Blades.
Ashe didn't reset though, so you're in a position where Elk has to try and catch the wave, so Hanwha should just get these, and because Doran has so much control on that bottom side, the roam up nullifies Bin having that teleport advantage, so nice job here by Hanwha to play out the map state.
Oh, wow, that sidestep, absolutely beautiful there for Viper, as 3 grubs will go over to HLE. Feels like for the first time being able to actually take control of the grub pit.
Get you though.
Yeah, I know, well, this is the thing, you know, you never really can tell. Just have to say, I was recently watching Battlestar Galactica, so I can confirm that it is very hard to tell them apart. Shun going to be taking the first dragon here. BLG going to be able to at least get that one. So a trade of neutrals here in this early game. Not going to be that monopoly that we saw in game number 2. A very different game is now the crash down onto On. He's going to be able to grand exit. Not to award, but it doesn't seem to matter as the big collapse here from HLE towards the top side going to be given up on for the minute.
But look at where the wave is. So Elk and On have to aggress here, and that just
if
sets
at
up.
first you don't succeed, go for another one here as On is going to look to turn this one around. There's the paranoia diving right in on top. Can they actually get a first blood? Goes over to second. The extendo beam will be able to lock it down for Viper as well, and both carries walking away wealthy from that one. As well, and of course when you've got paranoia to play around, that can be a danger. That is going to be grub number 1 locked down here for BLG. You know that HLE want to be able to get at least one of these. As now Doran looking for a bit of a wraparound, and it looks like it's going to be 1 grub going over to Hanwha, and BLG are just going to cut their losses and leave.
Bin was walking up from River, but he'd actually popped Mega Gnar, so BLG in the grand scheme of things wouldn't have been able to go for a proper fight.
Of this particular item is already, he's utilizing it to destroy a dragon.
A little interesting that Knight actually pushed, recalled, deployed to potentially contest. Gnar moved top so he could teleport down, and then they gave it away anyway because Shun wanted to go get Trinity Force, and the timing is just not quite there. So no one really cares about 1 Cloud Drake, I've noticed. I don't think BLG is going to be too sad about that.
I think BLG are basically saying, look, we don't really want to fight. Let's just scale into our 2-item spike.
Yeah. Charm is going to connect, though. That should be the disengage that Zekra is looking for, but still, the Silas already looking dangerous.
But now we can start to move up towards this Rift Tower. It's already been started by Hanwha. No teleport available for Knight. But I don't know if BLG are in a position to try and fight for this. You've already got the reset, so Hanwha are going to pick this one up.
Yeah, Peanut just going to be able to take that one away. And as we get the MasterCard lane economy snapshot, it's going to be a lot of red towards the top side of the map.
With support people like Zeka, it's made it really difficult for BLG to really open up on the map. Now BLG looking for the trade on map state with the Rift Tower being invested onto this bottom side.
Yep, that's going to be a turret going down. First turret blood over to HLE. That's going to give them a decent advantage, although it's answered immediately. So it is just that extra first turret gold that is able to be picked up as Arrow going to connect, and the immediate collapse comes down. Delight just didn't know what hit him. Cyclone comes on through as now Peanut's going to join. The paranoia is going to be there. The fear, it goes off as On looks for that backline, but Zeka, it's a great sidestep, and the ulti comes through from the full health Zeri. And oh dear, we may need to certify it as Doran is going to drop the lamppost on them. And Ben, he's got other things to say. It's a decent counter strike, but is it going to be enough? He does take down On. He gets the double, but then he falls.
BLG absolutely pounce on the lackadaisical Rift Herald play.
Try and crash this one through as well. They should be able to take this down. 4 grub's going to be helping out there, of course. And Doran in the side lane is going to be very, very scary unless he gets hit by an arrow from downtown. The chain's going to connect as well. Delight just has to watch, but does provide a leap strike target. And Doran, they do get the turret. On to Bin. Keep your eyes on this now to see what he can get done there as Knight is going to hijack the Spirit Rush. Both teams ready for a battle here. Extendo Beam not going to quite find it there as the arrow will connect onto the Jax. They all dive forward. Can he get the counter-strike? And he does manage to do it, but he's still going to go down. There goes the Rel at the same time, and the Charm will connect, but the Charm does not matter. It's Knight that's able to pick up a double, and HLE, they are more than on the ropes now. They're going to lose their outer turret, and that could have been a game-ending play.
Internationally, Knight is known for his Ari, but domestically, he is a monster on the Silas.
Yeah, and it was HLE that told us that.
Incredible, and this time, this fight, I really think HLE needed to give it up, but they want to keep the train moving. They're going for Knight.
Yep, Charm is going to connect there as the chain lash not quite going to work out. Peanut is going to make him a little bit afraid as the Orb of Deception comes down. He's buying so much time as even Doran's going to make his way in. You can see Delight, he was right there. They didn't want to take any chances. They're still going to be able to take him down.
It's so hard to punish Knight on the side lane because they need to try and deny this 1-3-1 setup. Maybe looking it on here.
Yeah, there's the paranoia to dive in. They should be able to take down Elk. There it goes. The Magnus Storm is going to come through as well. As there's the Cyclone. Shun trying to turn this one around is on. He's not going to be able to help out. Still, Viper is dead. And the teleport from Gigabin into that backline. Second, nowhere to go. And he's just clobbered on the head. That is going to be HLE having to back out of that one. It looked like it was such a good start to the fight. Turns out with this Wits End that he's just completed. And yeah, Doran going to make his way in. Hanwha Life Esports not wanting to give away Soul Point here, especially when it's that Mountain Soul. Will make Bin almost impossible to kill. Shun taking half of his health bar from Zeka here, who's already used his ultimate. Now that Nabar is looking brilliant. Oh, the Spirit Rush still comes down, but he's hit by the Arrow Knight. Gonna lock that one down. Delight cannot do anything about it. And they lose two. They'll lose the Drake at the same time. HLE are flailing.
Even more control by BLG. Another Ash Arrow by Elk. They are far ahead here in the game 3. And Atlas, this is also the second game in a row they've kind of put Doran in the dirt.
You're getting a little bit back here for Hanwha.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of an opportunity here as some local gold from this turret as well is going to be helping out, opening up the map as well for them, and some bounties going to be layered on. So for a fight, and they are once again set up immediately.
Zeka lost ult there for basically nothing. Knight stole his ult, so they're panicking.
Yeah, they look for the backline. They dive onto where the money is, but that hop was gorgeous from Bin, and everyone else piles on to make sure that he's okay. He does lose a lot of his health bar, but he's still alive. Teleport at the ready as Doran diving on forward, doesn't find an engage angle as they're looking to try and take down this dragon. This is so dangerous. Bin is only a matter of time to get back here. Shun not going to be able to steal it, but it's Viper that somehow takes the dragon. Doran flashes away, but the chains will meet him, and now Knight has them exactly where he wants them, going 1 versus 2, and he likes those odds. As it's Delight that's on the ground. Peanut now trying to walk away, gets the fear of Zeka. Not going to be able to do enough. They're underneath in a turret, and they're still destroying them.
Knight 9 was in the name because it's 999 on the Rift right now.
By BLG. They got the Ahri ultimate early, and then because BLG tried, because HLE tried so desperately to get on Bin, that was really their last chance. They were never going to win a straight-up 5v fight without the Ahri ult against the level 16 Silas, and we saw...
Allowed to set up some sort of trap as another minion wave Conga lines in, and BLG, this is as by the book as it gets, but it looks like no way in for HLE at all.
And this is what they look like domestically.
So we'll see what he's going to be picking up next.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to reset and then set up around Soul, unless...
The interruption on even the empowered recall. That is going to be Elk going down, and maybe HLE buying some space here. Coming in from Knight. You've also got a Seeker's Arm Guard just casually there for Elk as well. So if they do dive on top of him again, he can go golden. Has a bit of an answer here as now Peanut going to get stunned up here from Knight. This is a little bit too far forward. Does get the shield is on. Looks to try and buy some space. Peanut may have baited it though as the ulti comes through from Viper. They take down the Nocturne, and now it's Zeka that's the target. Delight just trying to play Peel. Viper still alive for the moment. The arrow going to be tanked by Delight, and Viper will just get smacked down in the team by Knight. Will be able to get another Spirit Rush as Doran doing his best to try and play 1 versus 3, but it's not going to be enough. Or at least he's going to buy a little bit of space, but then the chain's going to catch him. And 3 left for BLG. That's going to be an ace, and they might be able to just walk down the bottom lane.
Doran desperately tried to keep the game alive there, but he couldn't get enough gold in his back pocket. And BLG are marching down on bot side, taking the red side game for themselves.
10 seconds on Peanut. He might be able to clear the wave. I think this is going to be it, though, for BLG.
This is a dangerous one. Knight has so much damage. Now that death cap's come in, the AP going to be obliterating these Nexus turrets. The Nexus will be exposed.
They got it.
He makes them nearsighted, but the Nexus, it's right next to them, and they'll be able to take it down. Match point for BLG.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup at the quarterfinals of Worlds 2024. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.